braid. Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to another episode of SavGTV. Today we are talking all things eyebrows. Before we get started, I have to show you these claws. These are my favorite nails that I think I've ever gotten. I don't know if you can, the sun is really messing me up. I'm aware that I have makeup on my hands and I'm just a mess, but I just had to show you guys these. Whoa, I'm obsessed. Let's talk microblading really quick because it was the best thing that's ever happened to this face. Personally, I don't know what I did before microblading. I had these patchy, god-awful eyebrows, and here's a photo, and now let's never think about that again because it was terrible. Quick story, it was my first show with Nicky Jam. We were in Canada. It was hot as before we even started dancing, I was literally drenched, dripping in sweat. As a professional dancer, I'm used to sweating while I'm working. It's just a part of the job. But guys, I was sweating so much, my eyebrows were melting off my face. I no longer had eyebrows. That was the first show, and I made a promise to myself to never let that happen again. So what did I do? I get on my social media and I search for the best brows in my area. And boy, did I find what I was looking for. This is not a sponsored ad or anything like that. I just really enjoyed my experience with her and I loved the outcome. So I am gonna share her contact information in the description below. So be sure to check her out if you do live in South Florida. There are 3 types of microblading. There is microblading, which is just the regular hair strokes. That one is the most natural, and that's the one that I have. Next is ombre shadowing, and that one is the makeup look. So they are heavier, they are darker, they are more bold. And the reason I personally did not choose that one is because when I don't have makeup on, I like to have a natural face. I don't want these heavy eyebrows. Yes, when you have a full face, they're already colored in, they're already dark, and they're already done. So it is less work in regards to putting makeup on. But when you have a natural face, to me personally, I feel like it's just too heavy and too much. Unless you're someone that wears makeup 24/7 all day, every single day you wake up and you beat your face, I think it's a little dramatic, but to each their own. The third type is a combination of the two. If this is done correctly, it can look natural and pretty when you're not wearing makeup. But again, for me, I just did the natural, regular microblading, which is only hair strokes. So when I don't have a beat face, I'll look normal and not crazy. And then when I am beating my face, all I have to do is fill it in a little bit and just make it a tiny bit darker. One thing I will say about microblading is that they say it needs to be touched up more. I've had mine done for about 3 years and I've gotten 1 touch up. All right, because this is a brow tutorial, I am just removing the makeup on my brows and we're really just gonna focus on that. Let's jump right into it. The first product I'm gonna use, you need this in your life, okay? It is NYX Professional Makeup Micro Brow Pencil. This is color black. The first thing that I'm gonna do is trace the bottom of my brow. I personally like to draw my brow out just a little bit further than what I have microbladed, just because when I have makeup on, I like it to be a little more exaggerated than my natural brow. So just a tiny little bit. The next step is I'm gonna place my pencil at the bottom of that line right here, and I'm just gonna flick up, creating little hair strokes. And I'm only doing that from about here to here. And then I'm gonna change techniques. The next thing that I'm gonna do is shape this top part of my brow. Now I have a shape of the brow and I just need to fill it in. I don't want to press too hard because then it's going to look too dark, too heavy, and we don't want that. The base of my brow is now all done. This is like the most important part. The rest that I'm gonna be doing to it is basically just kind of cleaning it up. That's not a bad looking brow. If I just wanted to go out like that, I totally could. I mean, look at the difference of the two already. This is like cute, clean glam. This is like, we're almost there. It's not like the worst thing, but she could be better. The next little trade secret that I'm going to share with you. I'm grabbing an old mascara. It is dried out a bit. There's not too much product on it, which is what I want. I'm just gonna brush over my eyebrows, brushing them up. This is gonna help them stay in place, and it's also gonna make them just like a tiny, tiny bit darker. While I do use the color black for my NYX pencil, sometimes I don't think that it's dark enough for my liking, so this will add a little bit of a darker tint. I'm just gonna go in and flick up like so. Next, I'm going in with the back end of my NYX pencil, just this little brow brush, and I'm just brushing that out. This is the final step. I'm just gonna clean up the bottom underneath. I'm taking this little flat brush right here, and this is MAC Studio Fix Perfecting Stick. From here, I'm just taking that same brush and I'm gonna place it underneath my brow where I put the concealer, and I'm just gonna brush down a little bit to blend so it's not this like super harsh white line. And there you have it. That is all that I do for my brows. I'm going to do the other brow very quickly. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. If you have not already, please subscribe to my channel, as I do release new videos every single week. Thanks again so much for watching, and I will see you guys next week.